Well, if you're there, I'm deeply sorry for not reading your chat, but if you're not, then never mind then. Yeah, because sometimes when I try to look at the chat, it wouldn't work. It's not from the screen that you're seeing, it's from my end. Where the Chili Lows just located throughout the Rockies, parts of the Great Basin, and the Sierra Nevadas. Oh, but most notably, in the upper Mississippi Valley. Looks like one severe thunderstorm warning has been lifted in Arizona. Let's take a look. Where is the heat? The heat's located in South Texas, southern Arizona, southeastern California. Chilly highs be in the Rockies, parts of the Great Basin, and the Sierra Nevadas. But yet the heat still present throughout the parts of the Dakotas and eastern Montana. For Monday morning, where the warm lows. They're in Florida. Chilly lows will be in the Rockies, parts of the Great Basin, and throughout the interior parts of the Northeast and eastern Michigan. For Monday night, where's the heat? Throughout the western 2/3 of the Gulf Coast, parts of the desert Southwest, a little bit in eastern Montana and South Dakota. Chilly highs will be in the Rockies and Colorado, Bitterroot Mountains of Idaho, and throughout the mountain ranges of the Sierra Nevadas and the Cascades. Where the warm lows for Tuesday morning, Florida Keys. Plenty of warm temperature, not warm temperatures, plenty of chilly lows throughout the Rockies and parts of the Great Basin, and the Sierra Nevadas all the way up to the Cascades, and the southern tier of upstate New York and northern Maine. And finally, where's the heat? Lower Mississippi Valley, southern Texas, parts of the desert Southwest, a little bit in the northern plains. Plenty of chilly highs, so will be in northern New England. The mountain ranges of the Sierra Nevadas and the Cascades, parts of the Rockies. Well, looks like I finished my diet Snapple. Hey, Wild, welcome. Just got back home. Where'd you go? I mean, not that like I'm being hasty, but I mean like I'm just curious. Like for example, like you went shopping or something. Let's take a look Let's take a look at the humidity. Plenty of humidity throughout the East Coast, Gulf Coast, and parts of the desert Southwest, and parts of the West Coast. Did some shopping. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually went grocery shopping as I don't know if you did grocery shopping, but I did actually. And that's Mexican food today, which was pretty good, but it was a lot though. Take a look at the humidity for tomorrow night. Plenty of humidity throughout the East Coast, parts of the Gulf Coast, and as well as the much of the Great Plains and parts of the West Coast. Wild, knowing that you actually came late for the stream, well, I figured that you do have nice weather, right? You have nice weather, right? Because, I mean, yesterday, like when I did the forecast for you, Turns out the temperatures were up high, right? And I'm seeing the humidity, and that just indicates that you do have nice weather for this weekend. Am I right or wrong? For Monday morning, there's going to be plenty of humidity throughout the Gulf and East Coast, except for anywhere just north of New York. Plenty of humidity that's going to be, well, just not much, but still a good amount of humidity will be located throughout the Great Plains and parts of California and the desert Southwest. But yeah, Wild, it looks like as though that you're not going to get much wet weather out of this. Let's take a look for... Oh, but Wild, your humidity levels start going back up, though. For Monday night, Gulf and East Coasts get humid, except anywhere north of New York. And humidity starts working its way into the Ohio Valley, the upper Mississippi Valley. The Great Plains still dealing with some humidity, and much of the West Coast. In the immediate coastal parts of the Gulf Coast, and the entirety of the Southeast and the Mid-Atlantic, and especially parts of the New York City area, and anywhere to south of Boston, plenty of humidity, plus the northern plains and the other parts of the plains, although humid, but not as much. And a little bit of humidity still left over throughout parts of California. Yep, was 22C this afternoon, but 5C in the morning. Sunny too. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what I like to hear, Wild. Plenty of good weather in your area. Considering the many days that you had to endure with fog and such. But, let's see what we got. For your sake, Wild. Yeah, you have some humidity, but not much, though, compared to, like, last week. This is for Tuesday night. Humidity will be all over much of the south, except for western Texas. But it's quite abundant throughout the southeast, and as well as the upper Mississippi Valley, northern plains. Gets drier throughout New England. But although your humidity levels start slowly going up, but not by much, though, Wild. Just up to the mid to upper single digits in terms of humidity. Let's take a look at the Cape. But for your sake, Wild, let's just go over through... let's just fast forward this for your sake. So, this is for tomorrow morning. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for tomorrow morning, this is what you have. About low to mid-teens. Then for tomorrow night, creeps up to the upper teens. Monday morning, low teens. Then it reaches to about up to 20 degrees Celsius by Monday night. Tuesday morning, low teens. Yeah, the humidity has been quite low today. Oh, that's good. It's good. I mean, at least it's not going to be sticky, though. And, oh, but Wild, your temperature for the high will go just a tad low, just about the mid to upper teens in your area for Tuesday night, Wild. Now let's go back and talk about convection. So in other words, Wild, you're going to end up having less humidity up until Tuesday morning. Then after that, reality starts slowly creeping up to your area, which means it's going to be overcast and foggy. But we'll see about that once I check the Cape. Let's see, for tomorrow morning, plenty of convection throughout Florida and parts of the southeast, and some throughout the desert southwest. Some convection will be located throughout Florida and the southeast, but most notably in the Florida Keys. plenty of convection in the Dakotas and parts of the desert Southwest, and a little bit in the Great Basin in Wyoming. Let's take a look for Monday morning. Convection is most notable in New Mexico, but not much. Plenty of convection throughout eastern Montana and the western Dakotas. A little bit of convection. It's in the southeast, though. Okay, and but although not much, though. For Monday night, a lot of convection will be in the northern plains, upper Mississippi Valley. A little bit of convection throughout the southeast. Although, even though there is moisture, but it doesn't really mean that convection will be as great as those that produce severe weather in like places like the Great Plains or much of the South during the summer times. For Tuesday morning, there's plenty of Cape in the Florida Keys. Not much going on, but just a little bit in the Great Basin, Bitterroot Mountains. Maybe a little bit in the southeast and mid-Atlantic, but not much, though. And finally, a lot of convection throughout South Florida, but a lot of it is in northern plains like the Dakotas and northwestern Minnesota. Let's talk about precipitation. While your weather is dry for tomorrow morning, plenty of wet weather throughout parts of the East Coast, desert Southwest, Great Basin, and wet weather will move into the Pacific Northwest later on. Wet weather will be a factor throughout the southeast. It'll slowly get worse though as time progresses. Still lingering up wet weather and storms throughout the desert Southwest, the Great Basin, and the Wyoming Rockies, parts of Idaho. Storms will move into the Pacific Northwest by Monday morning. Well, actually, while your weather will not be great, will not be worse. Your weather will be fine. Wet weather will be all over the Carolina coast, Georgia. A little bit will be in Texas, the southern plains, and parts of New Mexico. A lot of storms rolling into the Pacific Northwest and Northern California. Though it'll get worse later in that day. Monday night, a lot of storms will be all over the Pacific Northwest, Northern California. Some lingering showers will be in Colorado and parts of New Mexico and parts of the center part of the country. Plenty of wet weather in the southeast and the Atlantic coast of Florida. A few pop-up showers and storms will be in parts of the Gulf Coast. And look at that, Humberto, well, it's going to be out of here. And Imelda, it'll inch closer, just slower though. But I did make plenty of romantic metaphors between Imelda and Umberto. But the thing is that those two... sorry. But I show that to my friends, and boy, they did they make a lot of funny jokes out of that. Let's take a look for Tuesday morning. Plenty of wet weather to go around throughout the southeast and mid-Atlantic. Some cloud showers, maybe a few storms throughout much of the Great Plains. Storms will be throughout the parts of the Pacific Northwest, Northern Rockies, Bitterroot Mountains. Few clouds, stray clouds and showers throughout parts of the California coast. Clouds slowly creep up north towards the New York City area, especially New Jersey. Hold on a minute. Oh, man.